Hello there. Um, my name is Steven, and I'm a pastor of the 101 Good News Church. I'm not actually a pastor as a pastor, but I'm a bishop. That's who I am. So I don't really say Bishop Stephen. I just say Pastor Stephen. We have Bishop Dag and Archbishop Duncan Williams and all these archbishops and bishops and apostles and all, they can call themselves pastors. But it doesn't mean that you have to come up with I am bishop, and then you just go ahead and start to preach with the name bishop in your mind, trying to have a good time that you are, and you just keep going ahead to preach. I'm not like, but today I'm actually glad that I am. Yeah, I didn't know that, but that's powerful. And now I know I'm not really going to be powerful in the case of trying to say I'm bishop. And that's great. It's good to know. So the today is a very good day to all of us, and I hope that everybody will be blessed over this message that I'm trying to have with the people who are called and the one who are not called, and the one who does not know God and the one who doesn't go to church. All of you must be sitting there to watch and listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you, because it is important in your life what I'm going to talk about, and it is important for your future also. From generation to generation, you are the one who is actually going to take care of all this future. They are in your hands, and you are the man of your family, so yeah. If you are the man of your family, what you need to do is you need to do something that for your life, for your family, for your, you know, for your future, for your generations. You will have kids and everything, and you need to do something. So my one-on-one news with the people who I'm talking to now, this is kind of a church, and it's kind of like one-on-one, but it's not really a church. So it is actually to have, you may like it, and it is well done that you may like it, and it is great. So if you do like it, then you can come to the church. The church is the address is on Facebook page, and the Facebook page is 101 Good News with Pastor Stephen. So you go there and you type in Pastor's 101 Good News with Pastor Stephen. It is there. The address is there. Every information that you need to know is there. Everything that you want to know is all there. What you must do with yourself, brothers and sisters, you must understand that God is hungry to meet with your face. Your face is a very dangerous zone. Your life is a very dangerous spirit. Your directions are very confusion. Your length of days are really also confused. And you want to have life. You saying life, we talking about life. You want to have a good time with yourself. You want to have a good time with the people. You want to have a good time with the people who does not know God. They call themselves people. That are the people that trying to overcome or save themselves. Like if you go ahead and you say that you want to have a good time with the people. You want to have a good time with the people. You want to know, like, you want to have a good time with the people. You want to enjoy time with the people. You want to have a great revelation with the people. You want everything that you want from yourself so you can feel good, so you can have a great time and enjoy your time. It's not about enjoying your time. You can enjoy your time, you can feel good with the people that you want to know and the people that you have in your life. But the people that you have are really not God that are going to direct you in your generation future. They're not going to direct you. They will never direct you. The people that are going to direct you are the people that you're looking at right now, which is us, men of God. And also there is a woman of God. But importantly, you must understand that when you have a man of God in your life, you got to have respect. You got to have respect. Respect yourself. Respect your father. Respect your mother. Obey your life. Like obey your obey everything. Just stay respectful. Be a respectful person. Be a respectful person. You do not have to just be whoever you wanted to be in your life. Your thoughts are very dangerous and you're not supposed to think. Thoughts are dangerous. You are dangerous. What you need with your life, it's what you need with your life, it's God. You need God. You don't need anyone else. You just need God. That's all you want. You want God. You don't need anybody else. Just God. Yes, you were born into the world. Yes, you grow up. Yes, you have family. Yes, you have a friends. Yes, you have everything that you have. That is of the world. It's not from God. But what you need to know, it is that you must understand that you belong. You belong to God. You don't belong to anybody else. The world that you live in don't belong to you. You belong to God, who is from heaven. And you are the citizen of heaven. You don't belong in this world. You're a citizen. Your citizenship is in heaven. You are the citizen of heaven. You are the citizen of heaven. And I will tell you, you must understand that the revelation of Jesus Christ is not to have time with yourself. To have time with yourself, it's out of time and it's a waste of time and you just not seen. You are really clearly unseen in the focus of trying to have a real honest story with the man, a person who was sent from heaven to die on the cross for you. You did not focus to give your soul to him. Giving your soul to God is not an easy thing, but I will tell you how easy you're going to make it to become a strong Christian. This is how you're going to make it. Just be faithful. Okay, let me tell you this way. You have a father, you have a mother. Jesus Christ have a father and he have a mother. Jesus Christ respect his father and his mother. He really respect them so much that he doesn't speak with them. He just mind his own business. But when they tell him something, he agree with them. He really have faith in them and he loves them. He listen to them. The Bible say respect your mother that ye may live long. Your mother and your father. He did everything that is in the scripture without knowing what is the Bible. Yeah, that's Jesus Christ. But you know the Bible. You must go ahead and read the Bible. It's so simple. Just respect them. Just don't steal. Don't beat people. Don't curse people. Don't hate people. Don't backslide people. Don't do anything with the people. Just leave the people and mind your business. When you mind your business, you're going to have a great time with God. And God is going to bless your day. He's going to bless your day because you're minding your own business. You're minding your own business. When you mind your own business, God is going to have a great time with you. And he's going to say, this guy, I remember him. Oh, this woman, I remember them. I remember. Thank you, thank you, thank you for obeying me. That's all. That's all the Bible is saying. The Bible is not talking too much. That's all the Bible is talking about. All the Bible is talking about is just obey. Just like you have a father, you have a mother, how do you live with them? That's what the Bible is telling you. If you obey your father and your mother, you follow the scripture. But I'll tell you something, if you have faith in people, you like people, you love people, you help people, but you don't go to church, it's not helping. Like you are not connected with God still. You still going to, there is more and more and more and more, and you'll never stop until God catch you to use you. Then you will know God is with you. He's not just trying to use you, but he's trying to he's not just trying to use you, but he's trying to, sometimes, yeah, when God catches you and he blesses you and he likes you and he uses you, that's it. But sometimes people think that God is just using people because he wants to do this and do that. It's not about that. Whatever you want, whatever you like, whatever you want and whatever you like, God is there to give it to you. Just do that. Trust in God. Believe in God and be yourself. You see, I don't have a church because people don't come in the church. People don't want to know God. People don't like God. They don't read the Bible. They don't care. When I've been doing evangelist out there, I've been doing evangelism out there, and when I was doing evangelism, I was actually preaching to the people. I was preaching to the people, and the people don't care. They backslide me, they hurt me, they curse me, they talk about me, they push me. They don't want to know me. And I tell them, this is God, this is not me speaking. God has sent me as his messenger. So he's trying to tell you something, not me. I'm okay. I came from God. I'm talking to you. You got to understand that my revelation with you here, my story with you here is that I am here to save you. You don't have to come after me when I'm trying. What if somebody have $50 million, I mean like $100 million to save your life from going to prison for years and years, like life in prison, and somebody pay $100 million or $50 million to get you out? Are you going to like that person? You're going to visit him? You're going to listen to what he say? You're going to do what he say? I'm sure you're going to visit him every day and all that. And he said, well, I see that because he saw it and he know it and he saw the person. So this is physically he's talking about. But I'm not talking physically. I'm talking about what I saw. He doesn't see what I'm into and what is with me, that is walking with me. But the way I'm talking to him and the way that he's getting into it and something is pulling him back. He believes in everything. He saw something, but he just doesn't connect with it. And that is an evil spirit. It's called an evil spirit. When you have God in your life, or you don't have God in your life, and you have the truth, you saw the truth in your life, like you heard the truth from somebody, and you went forward with somebody, and when you went with somebody forward to listen to him, to obey his words, and you respect his words, and you connect with his word, and you like his words, then you connected with God, and you are connected with what I was sent to give you. That's how God talked to you. So you yourself, I'm telling you, the reason why you don't go to church, you ask yourself right now, am I telling you wrong thing? Am I trying to disrespect you because I come to tell you about your life story, what you should be in the future? This is not, I'm not your father to tell you, but this is more than your father can tell you. And God is not my father. I mean, sorry, and I have a father, but God becomes more than my father to tell me, and I become more than your father to tell you. So our biology fathers are not fathers. The real father is God, who created even our fathers who are on earth. Biology. I'm telling you, man, if you can obey your father, your fathers are good. Yeah, I mean, our fathers are beautiful. They're great. They're blessed. They're nice. You have to obey them. You have to obey your father. I obey my father. Yes, I obeyed my mother. I respect her, and I hope you do that too. That's important message. Respect your mother and your father that you may live long, and also, uh for God so loved the world that he has gave to his only begotten Son. Whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. That is a very important message, brothers and sisters, because God did not send his Son to condemn the world, but he sent his Son to die on the cross for the world. Okay, so just, I'm telling you the truth. You need to understand that God is with you always. He's beside you. And God did not come and send his Son to, he didn't send his Son to die on the cross for the world, which are only the church. No, the whole world. He's talking about the people who are Christian, non-Christians, who are even, whatever God you believe in, you have to be with this God that I'm talking about. Because God died for sinners. He didn't die for perfect people. He doesn't have a question to tell the world that I am here. I have sent my Son to die on the cross for the church. That time when Jesus Christ was sent, there was no church. There was no church. But now Jesus Christ is when he died for the whole world, it was that we have to get the whole world. We have to get the whole world. Get the whole, when God said, for God so loved the world that he gave to his only begotten Son. He's talking about everybody. Me and you, we don't know each other. But then the people who are outside the church, including you yourself. And then when you have a friend, cousins, brothers and sisters, okay, and then the other people who are earthly, don't go to church, and they don't respect God, they don't read the Bible, they don't believe in God, they don't have faith in God, whether themselves to actually believe in themselves, to pray or to look at their life and to obey themselves. Because the people, they don't obey everybody, including themselves. And the devil is the cause of all these issues. So, brothers and sisters, the question is that who had a problem right now? Who have a problem? The person who have a problem in this world is not you. It's the devil. But how do we get this problem out of your life so that you could become greater and God would save your life? How? You must go to church. Listen to the pastor. All right? Listen to the pastor. Listen to the pastor. Listen to the pastor. When you listen to the pastor, you know what's going to happen? When you listen to the pastor, God is going to bless you. God is going to give you more power, more work to do in your life, more opportunity, more time. Sometimes people die for no reason because there is nothing they're doing on earth. But I'll tell you, you need to give God um you need to give God time to um you need to give God time to know you, to bless you, whether you're dying or not. You need to give God time, and God will bless you. Because if you are blessed by God, right? If you are blessed by God, He is going to check on you. He's like a doctor, you know. He's going to check on you. He's going to like you. He's going to love you. He's going to show you everything that you need to know. He's going to walk you everywhere, no matter who you are, a sinner, a killer, a murderer, a prisoner, a smoker, a fornicator, whatever you are, God is walking with you still. I was not a perfect person when God got me in the world. Effectively, I now become bishop. It doesn't mean that I am who I am in the kingdom of God, that I'm going to just be there and just be great. And I was a sinner, and I can think of this to say it this way, like I'm not a sinner. Everybody used to be, everybody. Even we have more priests. They were sinners. They were in the world. But now they become who they become. They don't know these things. You know, these things are stupid, man. They are nothing. They are a waste of time. It's just like having a friend and you took his girlfriend, you know, yeah, and you guys fought together, you know, you smoke, your mother don't like it, your father told you don't do this, you stole his car, you went and get your friend in the car, you buy bottles and you put them in the car, you guys drink. That is how it is. Just, you don't think. There's nobody, you don't have a mind. That is stupidity. So God is saying that is a waste of life. Yeah. So the world, people don't have life and they are low life. But in the church, people have life and they are full, like filled with life and power of God. How did I become bishop? The reason why I become bishop is because I'm honest with who to give my soul to. Like I was in the world. I was totally lost. I didn't know who I was. You know, and everybody's after me. Everybody hate me. Everybody curse me. Everybody backslide me. You know, that time there was food. But food don't come in our house. People used to push us in their own houses when we eating food. They come up to us. You know, this is a bad story. I don't want to finish it. We have a bad story. But I was faithful. I never go after people. I never hate people. I never fought people. I never fornicate and all these things. People show me all these things. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. So God was with me when I was in pain, so much pain, and I was wishing and hoping. I was a scary cat. I don't fight people. I run away from fight. Even when I was in prison for no reason, people actually cast me in prison. They snitch. Like they say it's me, this type. I don't fight people, you know. But when I'm angry, I just try to run and try to do something, but I don't really, you know. So yeah, whatever happens, that it happens. I was just like that, and I don't know what I'm doing. I was totally out of my mind, and then God cast me out of prison and put me in my mother's country, and then I stayed there for 2 years, and he told me you must get married, and I don't know who I was still. He told my father, and my father was he was a leader of soldiers. Like he's a leader of soldiers, and he leads all the soldiers. That house was filled of soldiers. Every time I get drunk, I fight with them, and they put me down, poof, and they beat me up. So, you know, I mean, I didn't know myself still. And they call me crazy guy, come from Australia, and he come to disturb people. That's what they do in Australia. They are drug addict people. That's what they said. And I was beaten and beaten and beaten. I have a girlfriend and all this type. I don't even know what that means. And then she keep teaching me, keep teaching me. I keep loving it and keep loving it. God was with me. And when I got married, I still bothered the girl that was with me. Let me tell you, God is true. Brothers and sisters, God is alive. I never knew God was alive that time. What happened to me? He changed me slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly. And because I got married, I didn't know I was acting like a father. I was acting, trying to take care of the wife, but I couldn't. God was there. I didn't have a hand. I was still foolish, and I wasn't doing anything, you know. So until the time I came back to Australia, the woman left there in my country where I came from. So I came here. That's South Sudan, by the way. I came here in Australia, and then when I came to Australia, I started to look at the guy who was looking for me. And he came out of nowhere. And he looked at me and he told me, I need you to come in the church. And I said, that's okay. I was so tired of being in trouble. My life is tired. I can feel it. I can feel it that time. So tired. I couldn't speak anymore. My whole life was completely locked up. My mind, there was no key. Nobody could enter to please me that I would say something to the person. Please help me. And then the pastor come out somewhere. The pastor told me that you belong to God. You must come to church. You know, this guy, he was a great guy. He sent people to come and put a blanket on me. They told me, you come to church right now. Even though I refuse to go to church, they tell me, get up. You're not going back to sleep. You gotta get up. Oh, God. God was so beautiful to me. They was beating me up a bed. They was trying to put water on me, hot water. Hot water that I can't go back to sleep. I have to go to church. I was like, what is church, man? Why are you always bothering me? Why are you bothering me for? Even when I was a child, my father, when I was a child, 12 years old, my father used to take us to church with my mother. He used to push us there every day. So I went to church and I kept the faith in the church. And I was very faithful in the church than everybody. Very, very faithful. I find everybody backsliding, cursing, hating, pushing. Everybody lost. And I was the only one who was so faithful. After church, I clean up the church. You know, like I put the chair back and I leave and I don't stay to comment with anybody. Like staying behind with the pastor like other people do when they do other things after church. But I didn't. So I leave after the church. And you know what I do when I left the church, when I leave the church? I come and watch my bishop every day. I have a bishop. The pastor who came to me have a bishop. And that bishop is the pastor. He called himself pastor also. So that bishop was the bishop that actually have this pastor to convince me. And I was so faithful to him also. You know, he was nice to me. And I was good to him. So I come home, I read his book. This bishop is so smart. He has written more books. Like I can't even read them. They are so powerful. They give me wisdom. And then I left. I go outside. I preach every day, evangelist. And then I actually call myself a pastor. And then I catched it in some years there. And then I kept on going and kept on going and kept on going and kept on going. I have a wife and kids. I don't care about them. I have brothers and sisters. I don't comment. I have a father telling me you're going to go crazy every day and night, to praying, preaching to people, reading the Bible. What's wrong with you? You're going to die. I tell them, let me go, man. That's what I told my father. And then one day, I become bishop. See, that's how you struggle. My story is a story that somebody may also have to really start that way, but you never know. And you can't decide it to do it that way and you think it's going to work that way. Only God knows, and only God can judge you. Nobody in the world can. Nobody in the world knows you. God is the only one who knows you. He created you. Your story, everyone is sad, man. It was not just me. Everyone is sad. Everyone is dying. Everyone is sick. Everyone is cursed. Everyone is hate. Everyone is backslide. Any of these things are not easy. Whatever you had, whatever you are, whoever you are, wherever you are, just come to church. Your story is not to talk about. Everybody has a dangerous story and they have to clean up. They got to go to church. They got to speak up and fight for their life. You see me? How I become very clean, anointed, blessed, and so happy. I'm a happy man. I was never happy like that before, but I'm always happy. I'm always with God. I have a family. I don't comment. I know they are blessed. I pray for them. God is alive. God lives in me and He's going to bless the people that I'm with, which is the people who are going to come in this church. If the people don't come to church, like I don't have a church because I just started it. But before I started this church, I was working with God. Until then, now I have to get the church. But if the people don't come in the church, you know what's going to happen? If people don't come in the church, that's them. It's not me. I'm not going to be blamed and be told, what type of bishop are you? You don't have church. You don't know. You don't have people. You don't do anything. Like this pastor is crazy. He got nothing to do with himself. There's no people. What do? You preach, right? This preaching here is all right. It's going to help. And then people have to listen and they will come in the church. This is not how you get people. And being an evangelist out there is how you actually get people. And it's the same with this one. But the question is that when you are a pastor and you're preaching to people, it's not about what are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Or this guy, look at him. Or listen to him. What is he talking about? I'm telling you, these things are a waste of time. You need to look at your life, pray for your life, listen to your life, pray, and look at yourself in the mirror and talk about you. Your story is over. Tonight, today, in the name of Jesus, your story must be over. To clean it up now. You must clean up. All right? You got to go and you got to do something. You got to go and you got to do something. Like, for example, if you go out there and you start to do something with the people. If you start to do something with the people, you are going to do something with the people that is of God. You have to do that. All right? Make God happy. You got to do something. If you want to come in the church, come to this church. If you come to this church, God is going to bless you. God is going to be with you. But I don't mind if a person don't come to church. You have a church. It doesn't. If you have a church, that's okay. But if you don't have a church, this is your church. If you don't like this church, if you don't want this church, that is fine. All you have to do really is you need to think of your life. It's very important, my friend. Even if I come, shh, no, listen. Even if I come right now, shh, if I come right now, if I come right now, if I come right now and started to listen to you and like your words, you know, and listen to your words, I'm gonna like it. And I'm gonna be like, that's okay, you know, and I'm gonna be very, very happy with it because you are talking good words that hit me in my heart, and I feel it, and I feel very happy, very blessed, very, very, very good. And then I will go and start to think about it. That is how you take care of your life. Yeah, that's how you take care of your life. I never had that kind of, this is nice. I wish I had been this direction, but I did not. But you see, this is very nice because you are taking care of your life. You're taking care of your life. It's not funny, my friend. This is life. Life, you gotta fight your life. I'm not telling you to come to church so that because I don't care, It's just, the question is that I do care for you, but you must understand that I don't care if the person say that this guy is like this, it's like this, it's like this, he did this. Who do you think you are? It's your life. I'm blessed, I'm safe, I'm good. Bishop, I'm great. But I'm not proud to have time here to sit down and say, I'm safe, I'm blessed, I have a good time today with God. What about the people? If I always have a good time with God, what about the people? Who's going to take care of these people who are outside there? Somebody got to do that. Somebody got to talk to the people. Somebody got to bring the people home. Now, brothers and sisters, this is very important that you must understand. God is not in charge of the world. That's important. I don't know how you hear me, but the way I'm listening to what I'm saying right now is so important because this is life. This is not something that you just have to listen to and just relax and do what you gotta do with your life. You can't move on like that. It doesn't make sense. That is so funny. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If you come, if you come, right, in the house of God, you are going to feel different. You're going to have a good time. You are going to be blessed. You are going to have a very spend day like you never had before. When you have, let's not go like when you have God. It's not about God, but this is about you. When you have your time with God, then you're going to have God in your life. It's very important because when you have God in your life, what you're going to have is protection, weapons to fight, like you have to save yourself. You don't call God to come and help you. You protect yourself with those weapons that God has given you. God don't help people. God give you weapon to know yourself, to fight for yourself and to protect yourself. But He's there to watch you because He's just there to tough you and see what kind of person you are. Even though you are a scary cat, you know how to use your weapon yourself. When God gives them to you, you become a weapon in the church. with God. So what kind of weapon you are going to be is, you just have to say that I have faith in God. I'm not this type of person. I don't want to do this. I'm not like that. I'm not going there. I have to do this. Do you know, to be perfect alone is so important, that being independent to have a perfect days of your life is very difficult. So God give you protection to do these things, and it's not easy to be perfect. So being independent is a very important thing. And it's work. It takes work. You become very spent when you go and preach and you come home, and then you go on with listening to your pastor every day and night, reading the Bible, praying to God. You're going to be blessed, man. I'm telling you, it's a very blessing. It's going to be a very blessing. If God tell you today you are going to have if you are going to have a good time, you don't have to worry about good time. The reason why you're not going to be having to worry about a good time is that the reason why you're not going to have a good time, the reason why you are not going to have time that is so strong that you could handle and you keep your mind on it. The reason why that is not going to happen is because you are not focused. So your mind must be given to God to get the key to enter. So if you give your mind to God and He have the key to enter in your mind, right? Then what is going to happen is that He's going to say that, this guy gave me the key of his mind. That's his soul. Now I enter, I'm going to take care of him. I loved him. It's so simple. Just give your soul to God. That's all. When you do that, God is going to bless you, and He's going to be with you until the very end of your life. It's very important. Until the very end of your life, God will love you, and God will be with you, and He will always be with you. You need to trust me, and you need to trust yourself. It's not about going to this church. Even in going to the other church, you can go to the other churches and you can do anything that you want in that church, because God is with you. All right? If God is with you, you can do anything you want in the church. Like, there are things that you do in the church, yes. Things that make God happy, not what you want that is earthly. You are very important, brothers and sisters. You are very, very important. You can do something with your life that is very, very that is very, very funny. But to have a conversation of trying to be funny, and when you look at your life, it's not funny anymore, because you are not focused in trying to give your soul to God. Giving your soul to God, it's more time. It's not just one day you said I'm done, and then you do other things that God is telling you to do to put you in another level. No, it's not like that. How it is that you have to give your soul to God, and that's every day. If you have a girlfriend and you like the girl, you kiss the girl, you want to be with that girl every day, what do you do to her? You don't just sleep with her today, kiss her today and sleep with her tomorrow, and the next day you give her a baby, and then another day she gave birth, and then the life goes on, the kids grow up, this in days only. No, that's how it goes. Don't just spend time like that. So I'm telling you, you need to understand that being in the church is a very, very important thing. It takes days for you to become who you are. And if you are not conscious of it, you miss it. But who you are is in the Bible, yes. And who you are is not in the world. You can never find it anywhere in the world. You'll find it in the church. Only in the church. That's where your story is. That's where you came from. That's who your Father is. That's your God. And He's your salvation. And He's your weapon. And He's your King. He's your Father. He will bless you. God, that's Jesus Christ who came and died on the cross for you. If you give time to Jesus Christ, He is going to be celebrating every day. Do you know if you celebrate, God celebrate? If you are blessed, God is blessed. It's not like if I bless you today, I'm going to be blessed. What about God? Yeah. Like today I'm preaching. Okay. God is going to say, okay, wow, that's powerful. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. And when the video ends, God is going to be waiting. He's not waiting on me. I'm laughing with Him. And I'm blessed with Him. I'm with Him already. But He's going to look at you and say, what did the pastor tell him? He know what I told you. He know what I told you. He know what I told you. But your mind was not into it. Like maybe you went and forget and then you went on with your life story, which was earthly. You went back to the world again. You met with your friend or whatever you thought about that is earthly. Do you know one thing that is earthly will disconnect you from the word that I'm telling you? It's true. Because the thing that people have that they go through is powerful. Try it. I don't know how I will explain it, but try it. If you say that, if you speak with me like I have spoken to you now, and then you will go and you will start to have something with, like you will start to have something, you meet with something that is at least going to be too strong that when you think of my word, you said, man, I don't have time for that. I think I have time for these things. Why are you going to have time with that? Why? Because that is simple. It's easy. It's so easy. You just accept it and you go on. You die for it. It's simple. But when I tell you, let's go and pray for an hour, yeah, you will scream, you will refuse, you will lie, you will make up things that I will be laughing myself and said, look at the devil, what he's doing to the guy. I'm telling you, that's not you talking. The devil and God are at war together in a body, one body. Your body have a problem. And the body, that body right now that you live in, God needs that body. Jesus Christ was sent to die on the cross for you, to get in that body. This is my body. I gave it to God. You need to give your body to God. Yeah, you need to give your body to God. You can't just sit there and say, I'm going to do what I want to do. Do you know who you're giving your soul to? True. You have to give your soul to God, not the devil. God is who you give your soul to. And you got to understand that God is going to really spend time to communicate with you every day and night. Even he will put a blanket on you. The devil doesn't care about you. He rather kill you. He will murder you at night. And he will take you to hell when you die. And you think somebody's going to take care of your family. He will rather destroy them. And then he will put them in hell. That's it. The Bible said that this devil was a murderer from the beginning. If if he doesn't like God and he heard God in the beginning and he disrespect God and he destroyed the whole universe, this galaxy was destroyed by this devil, and then he took the whole world, which are the people. Okay, who do you think you are? It's not a joke, my friend. Life is not a joke. That's what the devil wants. The devil wants life. When God says in the Bible that for God so loved the world, he's talking about the people. He was talking about the people, not the galaxy, not the tree, the sun, the moon. These things they got nothing to do with you. You are a person that God has sent his son to die on the cross for. A person, not an animal, but a person. And God is going to be with you to tell you that I myself am in charge of you. I created you. I have the right to tell you, and you must bow down to listen to me. But it's not like that. He's very faithful. We are the one who even come, but we don't think like that. We are also faithful. We have to be like God, friend. And this is how we speak, just like this. Yeah. But you belong to God. But if you go to my country, they will slap you, they will beat you, they will step on you and tell you get back. Yeah, that's how they will do it. My country, man, that country. You watch the church. It's true. Our country is really in the fact of trying to have a conversation of trying to reinforce or force people, because that's where they came from. They beat people, yeah, because they belong to God. People don't listen. That's a lesson for them. But lucky me, I was never beaten up. Anyway, I came here, but I was beaten up when I was there, and that's not about the church. But when I came in Australia, and I'm here right now, I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, this is not funny. We are faithful people. We are faithful people. Okay? Very, very faithful. Very faithful people to God. So if you hurt me, I can't respond to problem. That's how God is. God doesn't respond to problem. God loves people. He likes people. You see, he sent his son to die on the cross for sinners, not church. Church is perfect. Church is okay. He did not come and die for. He did not come and die for. He did not come and die for. The Christians only that are just of God. When Jesus Christ came on this world and he died for the world, why? It was that his son, God sent his son to die on the cross for the world, who was engaged with the devil. That means they are sinners. And God sent his son to bring these people out of problems, because the devil is the biggest problem, and he's a murderer from the beginning, which means he's a killer. And this guy right here have a big problem, and we need to take people out of his hand. Everybody who is walking around like a fool out there in the world is in the pocket of Satan right now, and they just walk like a fool. That's why they're dying. They are locked up. They're killing each other. They're stepping each other. They're doing everything that they can, and they blame God. People went to hospitals and they blame God. It's not God. The devil is the king of the world. God is not in charge of this universe. I keep on telling you, God is not in charge of the world. The devil has right to kill, has right to murder, he has right to do whatever he wants in this world, because that's his. The king cannot be answered. Just like, but you know that when Satan came and he asked God that he wants to be the king, that he wants to sit in that chair rather than, and God told him, who are you to question me? I am the king, I created you. And he was an angel when God created him. So kings, they are not supposed to be, you can't question them. All you have to do is answer them. You can't question the devil, you can answer him. You can't question God, you can bow down to God. Yeah, these two masters are very, very dangerous, and they are unseen spirits. So the Bible says that No two masters are allowed to be served, which means that you can't serve two masters. The Bible says you can't serve two masters, but you can serve one, who is Jesus Christ, that was sent to die on a cross for the people. Okay? God was sent to die for you, to sacrifice his life for you, to give his soul to you, his whole life to you. Even though you don't have it right now, if you don't have it, you will get it. Yeah. If you have it, you need to fight to win it, because there is more ahead of you. This is not it. There is more ahead of you. Even though I become who I am today, I'm still fighting to go ahead. I'm not stopping here. This is not it. Until the end of me. When I go to heaven, I'm going to be with God, and I'm going to be happy that I made it. Yeah. But it's very important to know that when you go to heaven, you have to go to heaven with a bunch of people, like a whole lot of people. You have to go there. There's a paper, there's a book that you go in heaven with. God will tell you, what did you do on earth? What did you do? Well, I created you and I put you in your mother's womb, and your mother gave birth to you. Now you have to do something, which he told the pastor to get you in the church. And then you came in the church. And now when you come in the church, you have to do something for God. What is that? It's in the Bible. Yeah. It's in the Bible. When you get inside of and you read that Bible, you breathe it in, you live according to the Bible, and then you go ahead. And what you do is you do what the Bible tells you to do, and you preach to people. That is what God wants you to do. Preach. Bless people. Heal people. Care for them. Have faith and love people. When you go, your book is open. And then God will say, this is what he has done on earth. I mean, this is what he did. He did that. He was faithful. He got the church. He got the people. He did everything that he did. He's okay. He can enter. And that is with the blood of Jesus, you are welcome. But if your book is empty, you don't have the blood of Jesus, there is no door for you. I'm telling you, there is no door for you when you don't have these things. But when you are a person who is called by God, you have to complete these things. I know they're tough, and I know it's going to be tough, but you gotta do something. You gotta do something. You have to do something. You have to do something like what I told you and what God told you in the Bible to do. And the word of God has wisdom in it, and you need to go ahead to think of these things. Think of them. Think of them. Think of them. And try your best to give your soul to God, even though you don't want to save somebody. Just save people. Save somebody. At least 2 people before you die. That's okay. But you will not die. You will live and you will fight for your life, and you will not fail. You will be strong and do something for your life. It's simple. Read the Bible, pray, and then go to church every 7 days, which is on Sunday. And then when you go, you will be blessed. Read the Bible, pray to God, go to church. These 3 things, impossible, are they? No. They are very, very simple. What is impossible is when you take your foot to step in the word. Like you want to live according to what the word is telling you to live on. You know? So, when you live according to the Bible, it's not easy. The reason why it's not going to be easy is because they are not simple. That is a spirit. And you are at war. Everybody who is a human being is at war. I'm at war. Even though I'm high, It doesn't mean that I'm not at war. I still have to fight some things, and fighting these things, I don't, it's not like I have to fight them. Come on, man. Get, pray, and try something with your life. You will see what is war like. War is so simple that if you have war in your life, you will just overcome it. And the reason why you're going to overcome it is because God is with you. So God bless you, and think of it, very important. My name is Stephen, and I'm a pastor of the church which is called 101 Good News with Pastor Stephen. You can call me Bishop, you can call me Stephen, you can call me a pastor Stephen, you can call me whatever you like. And I'm from South Sudan. I speak Dinka. So it's really, really important to understand that being in the situation of trying to have a revelation with Jesus Christ is very, very important. So if you have a relationship with Jesus Christ, you go ahead, and when you go ahead, you start to take that Bible and put down the Bible and listen to the Bible. Listen to it, just like you're listening to me, and be serious about it. Because whether you're white or black, it doesn't matter where you're from, Chinese, Vietnam, Aboriginal, Turkana, Taposa, Lapaya, all these people, Kenyan, Ugandan, Ghana, Australia, African, whatever, wherever you're from, God is with you, and God will bless you, and God will give thanks to you. Yeah, because you came to God, He will bless you and give thanks that you came, and He will always be with you all the days of your life. If you don't have a church, please find a church. If you can't find a church, this is your church. And when this is your church, you'll be around here to listen. You don't have to come to church. You just have to listen here, because I'll be with you one-on-one to talk to you, because you need to really be serious with your life.
Yan my
God bless you.
Eh?